Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. We're going to start in the WWE folder. We're going to start with something we have spoken about before, and that is Money in the Bank. Now, it's not been announced as to where we're going for Money in the Bank, but the rumors are early June, and it's going to be the Intuit Dome. That's the same venue that we did for the Raw premiere on Netflix. And it is believed that we're going to be going there. That was reported a little while ago, but it's still doing the rounds now. I don't know when we might see an announcement, but it can't be that far away because, of course, we're already into April, so they're going to need to announce it pretty soon. Ratings coming in about Smackdown. Smackdown was 1.578, nearly 1.6. So really good numbers coming in for Smackdown. Obviously, we're off the European tour. That's going to help. It means that we just get to watch it once in America at the same time. I do think some Americans were jumping over using VPNs, maybe just kind of catching up on the results and then not bothering with the show. So we have seen the ratings in America go down. But now that we're not doing it live in Europe earlier in the day, those ratings have gone back up again. Here is Drew, and he's just getting checked over because obviously he got something in his eye. He said small steps in the right direction. No words that he's going to be missing out on WrestleMania or anything. And obviously on that front, we did hear during Raw, they did actually send their thoughts and well wishes to Kevin Owens. He is someone that we think is legitimately going to miss WrestleMania. So word on the street there is that Randy is still going to be a part of WrestleMania. I think they're still going to try and find a match for Randy, but no idea kind of where that's going at the moment. Lots of speculation, though, this weekend. And this just coming through literally just moments ago. So Brady, thank you. So Sean Ross Sapp said on his Raw review that they were working Alexa Bliss into creative, but WWE aren't planning on having the Wyatt Sicks coming back before WrestleMania. And WWE might bring back the Wyatt Sicks at or after WrestleMania. Ghostface as well, thank you. Crazy Jade saying, Sean Ross Sapp also said, Alexa isn't refusing to do anything. She's not being difficult. It's just purely creative stuff at the moment. They're just trying to find a way of getting her into the creative. I kind of felt like she was going to be part of that tag team gauntlet match. Obviously, later on SmackDown, we would see that she was not on that graphic. But I wonder if we could still see her playing a part there. I wonder if a team kind of gets taken out backstage and then Alexa and a partner. I mean, there's just no time, though, is there? I mean, if Alexa is going to be in that gauntlet with Nikki, obviously there's going to be big questions of how did they get on the same page? Like, so she's part of Wyatt Sicks. When did that happen? So there's just no time. That European tour, I think, really got in the way, to be honest with you. And as we know, Bo having his injury really disrupted things as well. So I don't know. I feel confident that we're going to get them soon. I said during the watch-along, if we haven't seen the Wyatt Sicks and Alexa at WrestleMania, if they don't make it, I will expect them to be on the Raw after or the SmackDown after. If we don't see them on those shows, I don't know. I'm out. I really don't know then. I really don't know what's going on. Because in my mind, WrestleMania is kind of the end of the season. And those Raws and SmackDowns after WrestleMania, that's the start of the new season. That's how I've always kind of viewed it. So if we're going to get past all of that and we still haven't had the Wyatt Sicks, I really will be out of ideas then. But whilst we're talking about the Wyatts, we can jump over to the Wyatts because we've got a few Wyatt bits here. Look, Jason Baker sharing an image from 5 years ago. So Patrick, thank you. 5 years ago, can you believe it? Joe Gacy shared this: when you walk to the edge of all the light you have and take that first step into the darkness. So is this an image of Joe Gacy stepping into the darkness? Slam X keeping an eye on things. So, little fuego, thank you. Thankfully, nothing came of this, but this was doing the rounds earlier in the day. So, Liv's anarchy. So, Liv saying my flight keeps getting delayed. Maybe I'll make it to Raw. And obviously, we know that she would. But seems like she was having some real travel issues. But she did make it, so no issues there. The reason why I included it here is because earlier in the day I did wonder, will they have a glitch? Will there be something to suggest that we could get Alexa and the Wyatts on Friday at SmackDown? I mean, we didn't. I thought if they were going to do that and then it turns out Liv's not going to make it, that would really suck. But thankfully Liv made it and we still didn't do anything, so... Yeah, if you are just constantly waiting for some Wyatt Sicks updates and Alexa updates, I could understand your frustration. You've just got to bear with it at the moment. Right, here, breaking news. So, Adam Pearce has just made the Intercontinental Championship match official.
All right, everybody, Adam Pearce here live in Minneapolis as we prepare for Monday Night Raw. But right now, I got to bring you a little bit of breaking news. The Intercontinental Championship will be defended at WrestleMania as the champion Braun Breaker puts the title on the line against Penta, Dirty Dom Mysterio, and Finn Balor in a fatal four-way match. That's right, it's Breaker, Penta, Mysterio, and Balor for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania.
Let's go. So there we go. If you watched the show, then you will have seen that there was a graphic for it, but there was the announcement just before Raw, actually. So Isaac, thank you. Great one. Shout out to you. Easter egg people are losing their minds. It is true. So when Heyman came out, he kind of glanced towards the Rock that was on this trailer and then turned around and kind of headed in the other direction. Don't know that means anything. Obviously, it's just a little Easter egg. It's a little talking point. Kind of knew even during the watch along that this would get attention because people do love looking at those trucks and seeing what faces are on there, seeing if that is going to mean anything. Does this mean anything? You know, of all the trucks to put there, they've had The Rock there. It did make me wonder, could it be a case that actually this is foreshadowing Paul Heyman being that third man? We've seen The Rock kind of counting down. What if the third man isn't a wrestler? It's Heyman. And what if we actually get Cena and Heyman together for the rest of the year? I don't think it goes that way. I'm certainly not expecting that. I'm still not sold that the trucks mean anything at all, right? So I'm still not sold on that. But as little Easter eggs go, as little things to just be aware of go, this is one of them. I can't say that it's a great one, but it is one of them. So there we go. Just having a little glance at the truck, and the truck was very obvious in the background. Of course, at the start of the show, we would get this match announced. Rhea, Io, Bianca. Triple H said 3 pillars of WWE's women's division, all with something to prove. Ripley, Sky, Belair. It's like the new Shield, isn't it? There we go. So it could be the new Shield, actually. So Triple H announcing that. Emma, thank you. Yeah, this was during commercial break, so Adam spotted this. Bayley doing the "you can't see me" to a kid in the crowds. That's really good. So just a little kid there, all decked out in Cena stuff, and Bayley going over doing the "you can't see me." Yeah, really good. That kid must have been starstruck. Nah, probably looking up going, "You're not John Cena." So, Adam, thank you. I'm really pleased that this was shared. It was one of those that I saw during commercial break, and I was like, that is a fun little moment. Henry, what is Jesus doing? There we go. There we go. Jesus is a WWE fan. That is confirmed. That is confirmed. He has returned in time for WrestleMania. Did Rhea break her nose? There's no reports of it. Oh, it is pretty brutal though, isn't it? Look at that. Bang. Oh my God. Her head really does go hard into Bianca. Doesn't it? She really... There's no word of there being any injury or any issue, but mate. Brady said Alexa Bliss is still on the WWE World graphic. There was a rumor, a word that went around that she had been removed. Do you remember all of that? And that prompted like mass panic. Oh my God, why has she been removed from WWE Worlds? I mean, maybe someone just has not got to the graphic to change it. But it does, they do keep advertising her. I don't know. I don't know if she's going to be there or not. I would imagine not. Because I haven't heard of any new appearances being promoted. And they would surely be selling tickets for those. So I've got to think, probably not. Nav, Edwards, very good. Very good. Yeah, no words needed. This match was great. This 6-man tag match with El Grande in there. Triple H said incredible physicality and ingenuity in this match. A lot of talent. Honestly, this guy is tweeting out more than like a 8-year-old girl. But he loves it. But yeah, it was fun. But segment with American Maids. So I don't actually know who this guy is, right? But there is a moment at the end here where Bert is talking, and I mean, you've missed the, look at this. For the ladies. Yeah, look, Maxine loves it. Kathy loves it. I think there's a bromance moment here in a second. Do we see the fist bump? Do we see the embrace? Love that. Love that. Maxine loves it. Akira Tozawa loves it. That guy that I don't know who he is loves it. We all love it. Right, Elite Rockers, one of the producers fell on his way to stop the New Day attack. Here we go. Oh, he did? Is that Jamie Noble? Yeah, she fell over. We used to say stuff like that at school. You probably couldn't get away with it now, because that's sexist. Right, this Tony Hinchcliffe guy is death on commentary, says the Boulder. Some of his lines, like this one, the only thing stiffer than Michael Cole is Big E's neck. Honestly, when I heard that, I was like, dude, I really don't think that's something that we should joke about. And I'm not someone that's like a stick in the mud, But I was like, man, that's okay, but I don't know. You're talking about the end of someone's career, and like, if Big E had okayed that line, then that's different. If Big E was like, yeah, fine, who cares? But I don't know that he did. And I don't know that I don't know. It felt really out of place. If I was to go to that roast of WrestleMania show and he was to say a line like that, and I'd had a few drinks, no problem. It's behind closed doors. Do you know what I mean? You're kind of expecting that sort of thing. I really was not expecting a line like that to be on Raw, though. I wasn't expecting it to be on Raw. Imagine if Big E hadn't okayed that and he's just at home and he's like, I'm sorry, what? What? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they knew he was going to come out with some lines like that. I don't think there's any kind of big backlash, but if you was like, oh, I wasn't keen on it, I can understand. Oh, and everyone's sharing this. Mate. I mean, that is like, it's like he's been sent from heaven. Look at the angle. Jeez. Craziest spear in the game. Look at it. Mate, that is ridiculous. So good. Too good. Right. So, I don't want anyone saying that Stephanie's having a hard time or that she's going through a breakdown, because she looks fabulous. So, this was Stephanie in the promo for her next Stephanie's Places episode, which is going to be with Rhea. And here she is, look, trying out Rhea's makeup. And here's Rhea. So here's Stephanie loving the gifts. It's a Stephanie McMahon, Rhea Ripley inspired jacket. Look at that. Look at that. I was saying during the watch along, I wonder if there'll be some cosplaying that goes on in the McMahon Helmsley household, Mom is here. Well, there we go. Stephanie's places. I'm sure Triple H will be tuning into that one. Paul Heyman said that he is loyal to both Roman Reigns and CM Punk, and he will never be disloyal to either of them. That is definitely going to get tested at WrestleMania. This boomer was a distraction all night. I absolutely love this Jade Cargill cosplay. I think that's brilliant. I shout out to Addy, who is acknowledging his tribal chief, Jade Cargill. So I love that for him. Lyra Valkyria said, and still no hard feelings. Right, partner? What a match that was, by the way. Really great match. So, yeah, could we see Bayley turn on Lyra? I don't think so. To be honest with you right now, I'm wondering if we're actually going to get them winning, and it could be Lyra and Bayley against Liv and Raquel. And I wonder if that's the match where we might get Alexa, and she might be with Nikki. I wonder if we get the Wyatts inserted there. Right, next week we've got Roman Reigns. This should be interesting, certainly considering what went down with Heyman. And we did a separate video for that. I kind of like trying to get a quick little video up after Raw, because I think there's usually like a big talking point after Raw and after Smackdown. So it's kind of good to get like a quick little video out, give it its own space. That can, you know, be something, a little appetizer whilst I'm working on Unseen. So we've already done a video on that if you want to dig into that a bit more. Roman Reigns returns next week, and as well as that, AJ Styles takes on Karrion Kross. Have we got the full breakdown here? Roman, is there something else, or is it just that? Great. This segment was gold. Did this man really say, now you owe me a favor? He did. So obviously he curb stomped CM Punk. He went to curb stomp Paul, didn't. And because he didn't do something bad, he says now Paul owes him a favor, which isn't really how I think favors should work. So I'm not sure that Paul does, but Seth certainly thinks he does. Kofi Kingston said, outrageous. War Raiders got themselves DQ'd on purpose. They robbed us and robbed you from witnessing history. Cowards. So I don't know if we're going to do that rematch at WrestleMania, but it certainly feels like a rematch is on the way. Seth just said, stop me when I'm telling lies. I see what you did there, Seth. That is the line that Drew McIntyre tends to use, isn't it? Stop me when I'm telling lies. So Julian pointing that out. Yeah, Rey Mysterio against El Grande made for WrestleMania. So we added the triple threat women's match. We added the Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way. And we've added Rey versus El Grande Americano. I'm here for that. I know it's a bit of a joke match, but I think Chad Gable really deserves that. He really deserves that. Rey had to get on the card as well. And I think they found something which could be, you know, nothing too long. It's going to be a short little thing. Should be fun. I mean, honestly, that match could really bang. That could really bang. Right, Kane said Paul Heyman had no fear of Seth Rollins. Usually he is scared to death in these situations. I think he will turn on both Roman and Punk. I think he and Seth already have it planned out. Honestly, I really think that is what the IWC have got their minds locked on. Everywhere I'm looking is just people like, he's with Seth. He's going to betray them both. Part of me does wonder, though, are they making it so obvious that it doesn't go that way? It's honestly not a direction I really want them to go either. But I'm trying not to let that kind of, you know, be a bias. But I am wondering, I mean, you've just had Seth in the ring saying Roman doesn't care for you. CM Punk doesn't care for you. Now he's turned around and said you owe me a favor. I mean, they really are laying it on quite thick that he could end up going with Seth. But I just wonder if that's not a swerve as well. So, very interesting. Very interesting. So, that was Raw. Let's go over to Fern, which is up here. I'm trying to find it. We've got quite a bit. So here, Kofi has edited Big E. He should be here. Look, believe it or not, that was Big E. It just looks like Xavier is holding him up on his own, but he isn't. So there we go. Kofi edited Big E out of the Kofi Mania anniversary celebration post. Larry, thank you, my friend. I got tagged in this a lot as well. Drew, facts. I asked WWE Shop if they could make that tweet last year into a shirt, but I guess 39 million views, 34,000 retweets wasn't enough for them to take notice. So do you remember during his match with Seth last year at WrestleMania, he sent a tweet out about, I can't remember what it said, something to do with work, bored at work, lol. So that was on April 8th. That was during his match. He grabbed the phone, sent that out, and it got viewed 39 million times. And he's just saying he tried to get that made into a shirt and they wouldn't do it. So 7 days a week, thank you. Look at it. When your girl asks, how fast can you get over here? I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Love that. Look, Zoe is not having this. I mean, honestly, this was quite cheeky by EO Sky. Certainly a lot more of EO Sky than I was expecting to see. And Zoe is like the things women do for attention. Hashtag censored. There we go. So here we go. The right to censor. Zoe is going around censoring things that we just should not be seeing. Paul Heyman. Paul the favour Genie Heyman, said Blake O2. I like that. There he is, just handing out favours to everyone. Right, check this out. Little bit of a fan.
I don't know how this happens. I've been on tour for about 3 weeks now, and we ran out of bowls in catering. I'm just trying to find a bowl so I can eat my cereal. We're out of bowls! Somebody get...
Is that the Stanley Cup? I think it is, isn't it? The Stanley Cup.
Whoa, punk. What do you think you're doing? I don't think... Listen, even your friend Duncan Keith would not allow you to do this right now. You can't...
Catering. We're out... Yes, she's right. Unfortunately, if you haven't won it, you're not allowed to eat out of it.
So there we go. It just goes on like that. He doesn't eat out of it in the end, but that's the joke. So a little bit of a fan, thank you. Brady, this is a interesting story.
This is actually a WWE superstar, Kairi Sane. This is in Korakuen Hall. Korakuen Hall is a very, very famous venue. When you're a wrestler, there are a couple of venues in a couple of countries you really want to work in. And one is Japan. And in Japan, it's the Tokyo Dome and Korakuen Hall. There's just so much history, so much life to it. My first main event of a Stardom show at Korakuen Hall, wrestling Kairi, who was just like, everyone wanted to wrestle Kairi at that time. I kicked her in the face and I broke her cheekbone. And she kept going for 20 minutes.
Wow. Did you say sorry?
Oh my God, I was saying sorry the whole match. The whole...
Every lockup, you're like, I'm
Sorry, I'm so...
The whole 20
Canadian.
minutes.
We don't do this.
Yeah.
Actually hadn't heard that story before, so there we go. Apologising all throughout that match. Right, I don't know if we'll be able to watch all of this, but here is Bianca Belair giving the latest update, her little storytelling. I do enjoy these.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back with B with the T, another story time of what happened last week on Raw. Sorry it took me so long, but listen, I had to collect all my thoughts and my feelings after everything that happened. But first and foremost, let's start with this gear, okay? Yes, I was in my hotel room the night before sewing this gear with a needle and a thread. And you know what? I killed it, okay? But I came out, I was like, look at my logo. I am official like a referee with a whistle. But I had to practice my little 3 count. I said, you know what? Let me stop playing because honestly, y'all, I was really, really nervous about this. Like, for real, real nervous. Because I don't know how to referee. But we about to get the match started. I said, yo, go ahead and hand that over to me real quick. It's safe with me until WrestleMania. I'm going to take it. But let me hold it up real quick and show y'all what we all fighting for. Isn't it beautiful? But it's time to get serious. It is Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. Ring that bell. So they started the match with a little headlock. It was going good, a little wrestling 101. But then they started getting a little too aggressive. And I'm like, okay, y'all, let me show y'all how this match going to go. I'm going to call it straight down the middle. I'm going to count to 5. And I'm going to have to separate y'all and show y'all that y'all going to have to listen to me because I am the referee. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Ah, got you. Got to be quicker than that. 1, 2, 1, 2. I said, wait a minute, y'all stressing me out. I am not a referee for real. But I want to make it a point, y'all. I really went into this match wanting to call it straight down the middle. So I wanted to make sure I was there for all the counts. Rhea gets a pin. I counted 2. I said, girl, that's 2. She said 2. I said 2. Io said, girl, it's 2. So the match is going good. It's Rhea, then it's Io, then it's Rhea, then it's Io. Then all of a sudden, all I see is a big boot straight to the face and everything go black. And all I can hear is...
1, 2, 3. I had the match won. Where's Bianca Belair, huh?
Rhea just kicked Bianca Belair.
I'm on the floor. So we just gonna act like Rhea with the big boots didn't take my whole forehead out? And she up here mad at me. I'm back here struggling. She gonna point at me. I said, girl, you touching me? That's a bump up. I'm the referee. Now I gotta go grab Rhea because she ain't respecting me once again. I said, girl, get up off of her. I'm the referee. She done slapped me. Y'all see that? Yup, she slapped me. Girl, you can't slap the referee. At this point, she knew she done messed up. So I done got big booted. I done got slapped. And now I'm getting drop kicked. I'm getting beat up more than the opponents is in the match. This is not a triple threat. I'm supposed to be giving the 1, 2, 3s, not taking the 1, 2, 3s. This is done. It's over with. It's a DQ. Be mad if you want to. And I don't know why she looking so surprised because she beat me up more than anybody else. And she still fight me. This girl want to fight me so bad. Now, Ia done hit us with the whoop-de-doo. So if you want me in the match, now you got me in the match. But how you going to feel when you got to tell all your little friends that you got beat up by the referee? But I should have known Rhea wasn't going to let me chill because now I'm getting riptide. Io getting riptide. Then the crowd going to check one more time. What you mean one more time? I am not in the match. I am the referee. This is not a triple threat. Help me. I'm just trying to go to WrestleMania. But now I'm the special guest referee. But I'm getting beat up more than people in the match. I done got big boots, slap, drop, kick. And now I'm being riptide off the top rope, being split in half. And I'm the referee. That don't sound crazy to y'all?
Oh, God, they're so entertaining. I think that's so entertaining. I really do like those. I probably am going to have to edit that down because it is really long, but yeah, really good. Really good. Right, Mitchell, shout out to you. So Seamus said taking big bumps in the County Clare. Might be out for a few weeks. Yeah, I mean, he's not lined up for anything at WrestleMania at the moment, so I don't know what he's doing, though. Looks like what's he doing? That's not... If that's how he swims, he's doing it wrong, right? Because I've never been swimming in the water and come out with these marks. So, yeah, I don't know what that's about. Little Fuego, shout out to you. So here, look, we got Jey Uso and Bron Breakker kind of working together, which you wouldn't expect. But I suppose they're not facing each other. Plus also wrestling scripted. And they're all friends, really. Apart from Tiffany and Charlotte. So here, yeah, they are just kind of helping each other out. Looks like Bron wants Jey to win as well, said little Fuego. The Mano, shout out to you. So Ric Flair said, this has got nothing to do with my daughter Charlotte. It's all about how many world championships I really won, which I would love to explain to the world because no one understands the actual number. It is true. He has won more than 16. It's just WWE don't recognize them. And I don't know, it just feels so petty that we're going to have this conversation now that John's on the verge of breaking that record. You know, Ric Flair now wants to go, actually, guys, it's actually 21, but, you know, it's like, just let it go, man. Just let it go. But it is true. Technically, he has won more than 16. Charlie, shout out to you. So Drew was talking about CM Punk on this podcast. He said, we don't like each other. We genuinely don't. But we were able to be professional enough within the confines of WWE to turn magic on TV, make magic on TV. And as well as that, he had some words about the new talent, talking about how if you get injured during a match, you're meant to grind through. And he's like, some of the new guys are not like the old guys. So there we go. Right, let's go community, shall we? So Wrestling Dixie getting a like from Cody. Many congratulations, my friends. Jeff getting this. Look at that. Look at that. An auto of Uncle Howdy. Love that. Really good. So, Jeff, congrats. Devil's favourite, Dipshiz, said, I can't believe I got a salute from the quarterback. Look at that. You did get a salute from the quarterback. I think he was very impressed with you going out and doing that of your own accord. So, excellent. TJF 1983 said, got a like from Kofi. Congrats. Oh, and Nails and NY shared this with me. So Jake says this pin is licensed through the Tenta family, through Earthquake's family. And if you love this person and hate cancer, then you'll buy that pin because 100% of proceeds are being donated. So there we go. Pollyanna at Big Cartel. Apparently that is actually official merchandise for Earthquake, with 100% of proceeds being donated to charity. So a very, very good cause. So there we go. That is something available. So Nails and NY, thank you. Right, I'm going to go before my voice completely fails on me. I don't even know why it's struggling so much. Did we do other? We did other, didn't we? Okay, let's go. Thanks, and get out of here. So, Wild Child Billy, Big Bam, DaBoomer25, Michael, Kelly the Wise Lady, Real Wrestling Fan, Big Bam again. Oh, that was great. Kathy Kelly said, came to Minneapolis's premier coffee joints. I asked for the Chad. And she got a Grande Americano. That's good, isn't it? Big Bam, shout out to you. Wendy Lucho, Larry, CM Chunk, Patrick, Robin, Raymond, Milo, Jang Tae Sang, Claire, Prain User Sports, Bradley, It's Kaz81, and Las Vegas Matt. Thank you for the support. Really do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with NXT. And of course, we'll be back with another Unseen. Bye for now.